The year was 1981. The Mukarapo Senior Comprehensive School was on fire. The highly competitive national table tennis team tournament was being contested back and forth, back and forth. A tiny ping pong ball was forcibly and painfully being struck on tables 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sometimes the ball would be played with the lightest touch to throw the opponent off. Mr. Prime was nervously called to table number 3, fearfully because it was his turn to play the high-ranked Wade from Tunapuna Tigers. In quick time, Wade disposed of Mr. Prime in the first game, winning 21 to 12. Mr. Rugbeer, Mr. Prime's coach, reviewed his game and revealed to him that the champion's weakness. Surprisingly, Mr. Prime managed to snatch the second game, 21 to 18. They were tied at one game all. For the deciding game, Wade came out like a tiger, well representing the name of his club. Mr. Prime was in Screecher's mouth, being flung left and right, then left again. In no time, Wade had almost unassailable lead of 17 to 6. He just needed 4 more points to win the game and lift the national team championship again. Prime's head sank, slowing in his shoulders, only to see his teammates packing up, anticipating his inevitable loss. No, he said, I couldn't let my teammates down. A renewed strength came over him. 17-6 became 17-8, then 17-13. The pre-packing stopped all his teammates' eyes and they became hopeful again, crawling and fighting back. They were now tied at 19. That's an edge, called the umpire. 19-20. Then Wade made a rare unforced error. Game to Prime. Mr. Prime defeated the national champion. David had slain Goliath and had given his club Daffodils a lifeline. His teammates, in an unsportslike manner, raucously stormed the arena and flung him in the air and carried him out, bouncing on their shoulders. In 1 Samuel 17, the Philistines gathered together their armies to battle, and were gathered together at Shokoth, which belongeth to Judah. And they went out a champion out of the camp of the Philistines named Goliath, whose height was 6 cubits and a span. He shouted, Choose you a man, and let him come down to me. If he be able to fight with me and kill me, then we will be your servants. But if I prevail against him and kill him, then shall ye be our servants and serve us. David the shepherd boy confronted Goliath. Goliath had an armor and a javelin. All David had was a staff, sling, and 5 stones. Not long after the battle started, David pulled his sling back with a stone attached to it, and he ripped it right into Goliath's forehead. I want to leave a few points with us today. 1. Believe it's possible. The Israelites didn't believe it was possible to defeat Goliath. David did. That's why when the challenge was issued, David decided to take it on. Believe it's possible. Without a strong belief, whatever you're pursuing, you will fail. You'll quit on yourself before you even get halfway. 2. Don't underestimate your capabilities. It's always dangerous to do so. When you underestimate yourself and your own capabilities, you end up achieving less. Had David judged Goliath only by his armament, he would have lost the battle. If Mr. Prime only judged Wade's capabilities, he would not have been able to give himself that positive self-talk, I can't let my team down. He was smart enough to know that he was more than capable of succeeding. It doesn't matter if you're an artist, a pianist, a teacher, plumber, musician, parent, or university student. You are capable of much more than you believe. You just you may just not have given yourself enough time to prove that. So I want you to claim Philippians 4:13 and personalize this text. Place your name there rather than the personal pronoun I say Sabrina, Chantel, Athleen can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And as you personalize that text and you work towards your goal, you can rest assured that you will be able to achieve that which you set out to do. Start today. If you've been telling yourself some negative things, you've been having some negative talk today. Give yourself that positive talk with that promise of God and note to yourself that you will be able to succeed because it would not just be you, but God empowering you to succeed. Shalom.